All right, we are back, and in this one I've got a really interesting video for you guys. Before we do it, there's a couple things that I want to share with you. First things first, can't show you what's on this whiteboard, but these two big ones, we just had another one come in. So now we've got two. This place is a complete mess right now. The new couch thing came in. This thing is absolutely amazing, but I want to let you guys know about the giveaway we're doing. I haven't mentioned it in about 4 or 5 days, and as of when I'm filming this, we're like 6 days into it. So I want to make sure you guys hit the link down below. I'll leave it as a top link in the description. Don't worry, it's absolutely free, but I'm doing a super cool giveaway. No, it's not for a course. It's not for, you know, $100 or something like that. I'm going to be flying one person out. Flying them out to wherever I am in the world. We're gonna work out the schedules. They're gonna get to hang out with me, my friends, my business partners, and do a ton of cool stuff. So the whole purpose of this, you know, we're gonna record it, do a ton of stuff. If they wanna do business stuff, we can do business stuff. If they want help with an e-commerce store, we can do that. If they wanna learn Facebook ads, we can do that. Essentially, I'm gonna fly them out, all expenses paid, and do a ton of cool things, get to spend the weekend. You can, you know, mob around in my car if we're in town where it is. If not, we'll just go have fun. So it'll be a super cool thing. I personally am really intrigued to see, I guess, who wins, where they're from in the world, and kind of, you know, what we end up doing. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. But other than that, there's a really, really cool thing, excuse me, about the giveaway. So along the way, there's a ton of cool things you can do to increase your odds of winning. It's a very simple system. The person with the most points wins, right? Very similar to any other game. The highest scoring team in a football game, you win. So there's things you can do. Join our free Facebook group, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, little things like that. Once you get a certain amount of points, you're gonna unlock really cool things that are also free. For example, a call with my personal e-commerce team. That's gonna be free. They'll help you out for 20, 30 minutes with your store. A little bit more points than that, you get a free course. For example, if you buy one of our courses, you're gonna get a very large amount of points towards the giveaway. So there's a ton of really cool things inside of there. Again, I'll leave it to you guys to hit the link down below if you're not entered inside of there yet. The best way to get more points is to refer other people, but don't bother commenting your link on this video. I know someone already has, they have been every single day. There's no point, I'm just gonna delete it. Go get people to sign up through your link. Again, it's free for them as well, and then they're entered into the giveaway. Super, super awesome, really cool competitive structure, and you guys are gonna get to see the leaderboards as well. So, on to the topic in this video, $253,000 in a single day with e-commerce. What is this all about? Take a moment to think about that number. We're talking about $250,000 in a day. Let me flip around this whiteboard because I don't want to end up showing you guys something. But that's a massive number, and while that is revenue, I'm gonna have someone who's standing right next to me in a moment talk about, you know, of course, you know, what it was that did that, how they consistently do that, this and that, all that, but also the profit margin and kind of everything that went into it. So it's a very interesting structure, very unique way that he personally runs his ads, does everything with his store. And I want you guys to know, because this is something that I hold very close to me, and this is almost impossible to do. So I don't expect you to be perfect with this, because I know I'm not. Think about this. If you're gonna take someone like this friend of mine that I'm gonna introduce you to right here, or even looking at me or anyone else you look up to, Grant Cardone, Kevin O'Leary, you know, Mark Cuban, whatever, okay? If you're looking at someone and you might just be getting started, maybe in life, in business, in finances, maybe in a certain business or in a fitness goal, anything like that, you cannot compare your first day to where they are currently. So I call this A to B, B to C, C to D. So what this means is, don't try and jump from A to Z, don't compare that. Go from A to B, build those habits, get started. Then go from B to C, it's a little step by step. You know, it's like Charlie Munger said, or I believe it was Charlie Munger, step by step you get ahead, not necessarily in fast spurts. So just continue, right? Focus on that, don't get overwhelmed. That being said though, let me introduce you to my buddy Harry. All right, introducing Harry. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. We also have a store pulled up. This place is an absolute mess, by the way. It's been like 5 dudes here just all day working, and I think we've Postmated a total of like 14 times. But anyways, I'm gonna show you this store here in a second that he just logged into. We're gonna go through, talk about some numbers, the background, marketing, products, all of that stuff. But I'm gonna let him introduce himself first. I'll leave his Instagram link down below as well. Kind of more of a low-key guy. But you had 2K on Instagram.
Yeah, today.
There you go. Heck yeah. Well, yeah, I'll let you introduce yourself and let them know who you are and what you do.
All right, so I'm Hayden. I'm from the UK. I've been doing e-com for just under 4 years now. Mainly started dropshipping around about a year ago, so I was doing a lot of other things before that, but this past year is when the money's been skyrocketing.
Yeah, it's been literally crazy. He showed me videos, you know, back in the UK, like renting out a house, setting everything up in the backyard with all these like 300-foot tents with like tens of thousands of boxes, having 30 full-time employees, like packaging orders. Absolutely insane. Ridiculous. Well, let's start off. How'd you even get into e-commerce? Because I know you've been doing that for about 4 years, and then what made that transition into drop shipping specifically?
So when I was like 13, 14, I used to play a game called FIFA. And I was trading on that, like generating coins, basic botting, right? So I started seeing all these YouTubers promoting all these like coin websites. So I basically just thought like, you know, I can generate these coins, why not start selling them? And that started day one. So I started it with, well, I took about 15 of my dad's Blu-ray CDs, took them to a secondhand store, sold them.
Took your CDs, sold them.
Yeah. Put that money into domain, graphics, and then Shopify, because back then you had to pay for it up front.
Yeah.
I believe so. I can't remember exactly. First day we did about $1,000.
Bam.
Yeah.
Did you show your dad that?
Yeah, he said it was going to fail. Like.
Oh, he knew you took the Blu-rays?
He didn't at that point.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay, so you started doing well with that. What sort of numbers were those doing, you know, just to online? Because that was all digital.
Yeah, that was all digital, so it was 100% profit.
Yeah.
So back then, I was doing like 1,000 to 2,000 a day for about a year.
And you were how old?
17.
17.
I dropped out of college, so high school for US, but I was
Yeah.
in college. So
It's so confusing. Why don't you just call it high school?
I don't know. But I dropped out 2 weeks before.
Okay, 2 weeks before you finished high school.
High school.
College, their equivalent, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how old are you now, first of all?
I'm 20.
He's 20. Okay, so what made that transition into drop shipping? Because that's physical product, right? Yeah.
So with virtual goods, when you're running your own stores, there's like a bunch of like 4 or 5 year olds out ordering, and like when delivery isn't instant, virtual, they start messaging you, you know, things like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it to court. It just gets really stressful and just can't be bothered with it. Plus,
Customer service.
Yeah, you gotta have live chat 24/7, literally 24/7.
Jeez.
So I got out of that. Wasn't really scalable to a point. I was making like 40 to 50,000 a month profit with everything else going on, but it wasn't really much scalable, and it's not gonna last.
So you just kind of hit your peak, a good plateau, and you're making some money.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what transitioned in. Now, did you have some pretty quick success right when you started drop shipping, or what did that look like?
Relatively quick, because I'd already been in e-commerce for about 2.5, 3 years at that point, so I already knew like, what to look for.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
And so were you doing that all through Facebook ads at the time?
Yeah. Yeah, so I've never actually done Instagram influencers.
Never done Instagram influencers.
No, never.
Absolutely crazy. Okay, and what sort of, I know everyone has their personal preference, and this is a question for more so that people will ask. Let's say, I don't even want to ask what types of products you sell. What price point do you like to stick around? I know I have friends who like they only want high ticket or only want like free plus shipping. Yeah. What do you stay around, you know?
Usually around about $40, $50.
$40, $50.
But I've done products which are like $200, $300.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the different margins.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's show the store. We actually went ahead and edited the name on it so you guys won't be able to see it. So good luck with that. So this store specifically said you haven't run ads in a long time. It's just doing,
it's doing like 2 weeks. We're still doing about 400 a day.
Okay, so it was all with Facebook. $400 a day right now, $400 to $500 without doing any ads. So this just, again, today with no ads coming through. You doing any email marketing or anything at all?
None.
No. So store's just sitting. Here, for an example, is the last month.
Yeah.
Boom. So there you go. All with Facebook ads. Was this like kind of the inception of the store right away?
That was day one.
Day 1.
2, 3.
So you guys can see the scalability.
Day 5 we hit 12K.
By day 5 they hit 12,000 a day.
Yeah.
So that right there is the power of Facebook ads.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's dive into that because obviously that has to spark curiosity. Facebook is what I do. For those of you who don't know, they always ask what do you focus on. Excuse me, it is Facebook ads. So that's the scalability and consistency. And since you've never done influencers, you don't know about the volatility. Like I can show you stores where do 40,000 in a day, 50 grand that I did with influencers, and the next day can literally be like just a couple $1,000s and you do nothing. Because if you have no shout out lined up or nothing, you can do 20K in a day and then nothing for 2 weeks. So I personally hate inconsistency. Yeah, so talk about what you do with Facebook specifically, maybe drop a couple of tips and tricks, things you've learned, things you've done wrong for sure, but just talk about Facebook and kind of what you do, There's a lot of different ways to do it.
So with me, and like when I go and find products, I don't really need to anymore because I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I've got like 5 or 6 products right now, which I've already got all the data for. I've got all the pixel data, I've got all the data, I've got like thousands of customer data, which I could launch ads on a 2K, 3K LLA budget. So when it comes to like testing brand new products for me, like I haven't done it in a while, like since the start of summer, since when I showed you those videos.
Yeah, with all the boxes. Yeah.
So
what's up?
What's cracking?
YouTube.
Filming a YouTube video?
Yes, sir.
No way. With Harry?
Talk about Facebook ads, man.
You know, the ad spend has to correlate with the direct return of the drop shipping business model.
Boom. There you go. From
That's
someone.
the key to success.
Absolutely never ran a Facebook ad ever.
I've never ran an ad in my life.
All right, continue on though about Facebook and just a little things about e-commerce. What's kind of your strategy? I know you said Facebook's all about data.
Oh,
literally everything.
If you've got data, even if it's saturated, it was.
Yeah, no, but that's what people don't realize. People realize, is e-commerce saturated? Certain things can be saturated to start right now. But fidget spinners.
Yeah.
You could theoretically still.
Women's
that would be a
leggings.
tough one.
Women's
leggings. I'll drop it out. I had a big store on. It was a lot of women's products. Leggings boomed. When I told him that, he was like, "How'd you do it?" Yeah. You're like, "Bro, it's all saturated." I did it from scratch. Scratch is what I focus on with Facebook. But when you come in with data, oh my God, it's easy. That's how you're able to go from to 12. Did you have data for that?
We had a bit.
A little bit.
A tiny bit.
Tiny bit of data to go from 0 to 12,000 a day in 5 days.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I do have products where if you were to start one right now, even you, most likely, if you were doing detailed targeting, you wouldn't have any success, or at least you wouldn't have as much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, there's definitely products like that. I just stay away from them. You can kind of tell. Yeah, be logical with it. Cool. Well, I want to talk about, or have you talk about real quick, one golden nugget that I know we talked about before we were going to film this. Express track shipping.
Yep.
Okay. So for those of you who don't know what express track shipping is, let's drop in the easiest way ever to increase your margin by just a couple percent. Like that. And when you're talking about 400K in a month, that's an extra, by a couple percent, that's an extra 10 grand minimum like that. Or more. That's more. That's more. What? 1,000? All right. We'll show it. So again, this, if you talk about, oh, the other screenshot was fake, you can't fake on this. Here you go. Okay, so number of orders. So you guys want to do the math on the order value, whatever it says it. So there you go. So first of all, what is all this? Let's talk about express track shipping, everything that's going on with that. What even is express track shipping?
It's nothing. Like, all you do...
It's an idea.
Yeah, it's an idea. Like, what you do is, when you go to the settings and when you charge shipping, you've obviously, most of the time, got free shipping, right? Mm-hmm. But what you do is you just create another one called express track shipping for like $5.99, depends on your product. Like, if you're selling a product for like $10, charge like $2.99.
Yeah.
I usually do 10%, but...
Depends on the product.
Yeah, of course. And you literally just leave it like that. It will increase your revenue around about 2 to 3%. But what you can do even further is add express tracked insured shipping.
Okay.
It's even more. Less people get it, but it's just an extra like $1 or $2.
And so then you run that through something like, ePacket or something.
Yeah, just ePacket. Exactly.
Yeah, so you can charge more. Most people literally will just, and this is something I recommend too, you should almost always, if you can, do e-packet shipping. It's gonna get it faster, it's gonna reduce your customer complaints by a drastic amount, but by doing something where you even offer it as a different option, there are people who take it, and you can make margin on that.
And warranty.
Yeah, exactly. And so whether or not you actually even offer that, and whether or not you actually fulfill it with a faster shipping service, that's a whole nother thing. But if you can if you want. So that's one of those things where, offer ePacket, if it's $1.50, charge $3, okay? Boom, extra money like that. People take it. It's like starting an upsell. Like, you don't know how well that specific upsell might work, but start doing it. It's gonna start bringing some money back.
But this will increase your revenue 2% at least.
Yeah, right there, boom, that's a good golden nugget. Like one of many, So
Extra 2% is a lot.
Oh yeah, when you're talking about you know, doing 400,000 or whatever in a month. First month, by the way, big difference there.
$7,500. That's what 2 vacations.
Yeah. 2 vacations. There you go. Exactly. Well, first of all, let's talk about the margin real quick on that store. What sort of profits were you hitting? Oh, we accidentally just cut it off. What was the profit margin?
About 35.
35%. Okay.
Not great.
Okay, not too well. It was the first month, so building a ton of data. Usually for me, even building from scratch, month 2 is where the profit really starts coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're good at math. What's the profit on that then?
Probably around about 150.
See, look at how quick he is. He's always, you know, a math nerd. You know, he dropped out of high school or college for them. Crazy. Well, if there's any closing thoughts, we can always make more videos. If you guys want to see more videos with Harry or any of the other people I'm with, or just doing something, we can definitely pump out some more content. But you know, if there's any closing thoughts, you can leave them with things that, actually we'll go with this, because I know you get a bunch of whack DMs and this video will probably increase that. That face right there, that'll tell you it all. But what would you say is something people should avoid when they're doing anything with like selling a physical product online, whether it's drop shipping or not? What's something people do wrong all the time? Just one thing. What's something that irritates
Trying to
you?
sell like terrible products. Literally, I get so many DMs from people, right? Trying to sell these watches, trying to sell leggings, as I said.
Trying to be the next movement watch or something.
Oh, fuck.
He already knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not going to get any success, and if you do, that's 1 in a million.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
nice.
luck, which will be, yeah, so once that dies out, now you don't have any skill, it's not gonna work again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially starting out, like you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
So now let's ask this. I'm gonna put it out because I know you guys are curious. So then how would you find a winning product? What's one thing you do? Or what's something you would recommend to them?
One thing I'd recommend, like especially right now in the winter, it's winter right now.
Yep.
There's so many products out there for that. Literally, just think of what people need and don't have, or you've not seen yet. Right?
Okay.
So like this product, it was a winter product, but no one has it, and it's useful, right?
Okay, so you focus on trend products.
Trend
You do
products.
seasonal trend.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Bam. There you go. So do you build brands or are you more so just building stores?
Just build a store.
Stores, boom, and pushing massive numbers through it. Exactly.
I don't care about building a brand, not yet.
There you go. Get in the cash, get in the cash flow.
Yeah,
I like
just
that.
quickly, except when Stripe ban you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, and for credibility, he makes a lot of money, as, I mean, you've just seen. He's about to be getting a Lamborghini Huracan, which we were actually at the dealership the other day, and doing a lot of other fun stuff. So, crazy, crazy stuff.
Someone to bring up a PayPal.
Bring up a PayPal, sure. Show him some more results. How much do you have locked in Stripe and PayPal right now?
I'm actually one PayPal. It's
One PayPal?
$300,000.
Look at this. Okay, bam, there you go. Your account balance below 0, please transfer. What happened here?
They just moved
He's
everyone
got,
to reserve.
how much is that in US? It's 200, oh, it's 300,000 US dollars
Yeah.
on hold. And
They haven't
just to
even-
show
they
you
haven't
guys,
They haven't even given us.
I'll hit Command R. It's refreshing there.
He's logged in.
Oh,
They haven't even given a 180-day hold.
we'll log in. You can't fake this. You can't fake this. Bam. There you go. So what's actually gonna happen with this one, he mentioned it to me, is he might actually end up suing PayPal because
It's 300 grand.
exactly, it's 300 grand, which is, you know, not a small amount of money by any means, but they're supposed to give you a time period that says, okay, your money's on hold for 180 days, which is their standard, and they haven't even given you that estimate, right?
No.
Yeah, which
December
is
21st will be 180 days.
after December 21st, yeah. So PayPal, if they messed up or let it slip through the cracks, that's a violation of their, well, what they can do.
And against the law.
Yeah, exactly.
It's illegal. Soon.
To them. We'll let you know how that goes if that happens. But yeah, other than that, you guys, I hope this video helped. If it did, first of all, make sure to give him a follow on Instagram. We're gonna help him hit 3,000. Drop it, it's down below. Leave it linked down below as well as the giveaway. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, especially if you want more videos with other people coming on. As always, posting every single day on this channel, as he knows. He sees me out here making some videos. So we're gonna be out here grinding, but make sure to hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, I'll be seeing you tomorrow in the next video. Peace. Oh, and by the way, just to add this to the end, because we totally forgot to talk about the title, we got a little bit sidetracked. The reason it was 253K in a day is because that's his highest single day on Shopify, right?
Yeah.
So a little over 100K of that was with one product, and the others was what, split between 2 other stores or something with?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, see, similar, this is kind of an interesting thing. With Facebook ads, similar to how, at least I have one friend who, whenever something's working, he'll duplicate it 6 times just to see what performs better. He'll do a similar thing with multiple stores of the same thing. So that's what he did with the other part, with the biggest single product on there, over 100,000 in a day. So biggest day, 253K. How much that was profit?
Around about 100.
100K.
Ish.
Okay. Not terrible. There you go. So 100K profit in a day. That's it.